Hi everyone, Alan Bauer here in Bay City, Michigan. I want to do another video today. I'm going to talk about a few things here, but one of the things I want to talk about is never quitting. Give you a little example. I got back from the YMCA today. Karen and I just joined it this last week. So I've been going there, and I did my first workout Monday, and I'm pretty sore. I mean, I haven't done it in a while, and you know, it sucks at first. You know, you go in there and, you know, you wake up the next day and you're sore. So today, I was going in this morning to do my workout, and I said, you know, I started coming up with these excuses. I'm still pretty sore today. Maybe I should wait. You know, I'll wait until Friday. I could skip this one or whatever. But, you know, I finally manned up and I said, you know, I just got to go. I mean, it's something I have to do. You know, I did use my CBD the other night with the pain, and that did knock quite a bit of the pain out. But you know, when you don't use those muscles, they're sore. But now I know, like, the long-term goal is I want to get in better shape. You know, I want to live healthier. And going to that class, it's pretty cool because you see people of all different shapes. You know, the instructor. I mean, you know, she's fit. You know, I've gone to this power yoga class, and I'm doing some of the other stuff. I mean, they're toned, man. I mean, but they've been doing this for years. That's why they're teaching it. They're pros at it. And I look at the long-term vision. I say, you know, I'm not the best one in this class. I'm not the worst, but I am where I am. You know, I'm in the middle. But I know if I keep going here every 3 times a week, maybe that's all I have time for right now. You know, I'm not going to do any bodybuilding championships, anything, but I just want to get in better shape. And I know, like, if I look a year from now, how much different am I going to be? 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, you know, and that's what it's all about. You know, you just got to keep focusing on it and never quit. Well, I wanted to apply that too to our business, you know, network marketing, MLM. It's really about never quitting. And nothing's ever going to be perfect. I mean, there's trying times. You know, I can look back to, you know, the first few people tell you no. I mean, that can be, especially if it's your best friend or whatever. They're like, oh, I hate MLM. I'm never getting in. You know, you should get out. It's a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. All this stuff, this negativity, you know, you just got to block it out and keep focused on your end goal. And I had a conversation with Karen earlier today, and I know she should be on this video. She gave me a lot of ideas on it. So I don't want you to think like I'm the only one that's coming up with all these great ideas. You know, she has a full-time job. She has to work. You know, and we'll do some videos together when we can. But right now, you know, I'm kind of stealing some of her ideas. I don't think she'll mind, but I gave her a little credit for it. But anyway, you need to, you know, just never quit. I see people get distracted all the time, or it's like, you know, today on the, I see our 1500 drops are out of stock temporarily. Well, that's what I use, you know, but there's people I'm sure are going to freak out like, oh my God, it's like they're out of them. I'm going to quit this company. I'm going to go somewhere else where they have them. They shouldn't run out. You know, I mean, people want to quit at the least little thing. Like, oh my God, my shipping wasn't here. And, you know, I ordered at noon and it wasn't here by 3 o'clock today. I mean, you know, we get spoiled on things like Amazon, things like that. I mean, bottom line, folks, you got to learn what the shipping times are. You got to have ups and downs in the business. There's times where our recruiting, you know, skyrockets and shoots way up. And then maybe the next month, we took a dip and we're thinking, hey, what's going on here? You know, but when I look at it, we've been doing this since January. Sometimes we'll have 200 and some people that 1 month. The next month we'll have 400 and some. We may drop back down to 200 and some people, new people coming in the next month. But it keeps going up, and the sales keep going up. Does that mean it's going to go up forever? Am I going to quit if the sales go down? I mean, we just hit our first 100,000. We're very close to 25K VP. We're starting to pop out executives all over the place. And that's the key. That's our main focus right now. The way that we're hitting the goals is to get people to executive as quick as possible. You know, we've been able to do it in a day, in a week. I mean, you know, however long it takes. That's the key to success, is really getting people to executive and then teaching them to duplicate it. I'm going to hit a few more things. This video may be a little longer. I know I said I'd just do some short ones and people may tune out, but I got some really good stuff I'm going to put out today, and I'm going to put the I'm going to stop going on here, and I'm just going to kind of highlight the stuff. I got a little list here I'm going to kind of go off. But what do you need to do when you first come in? Well, the first thing you do is you sign up. Then you need to look around your back office. I mean, click on all those links. You know, I know people are limited on time and everything, but be curious. Click on every single link in there. Look at what is CBD. Look at your CTFO products. Look at the shipping labels on it. Look at the lab test results. If you don't know it, then ask questions, but at least click around. Go in your back office. Look at the library. Be familiar with as much as you can, and then ask questions. You know, a lot of people, and we love questions, but I'm just saying it's good to inform yourself as much as possible, because the more you know, the more you're able to help people. Make sure that you get on the Tuesday night and Thursday night calls. Tuesday night we have a corporate call from CTFO. It goes at 9 o'clock Eastern time, which would be 6 o'clock Pacific time, or figure out your time zone in between there. And then Legacy team, which is actually Michael Swelling's team that we're on also, he has every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. he has a training call also, and I got the phone numbers on the site. If you don't know it, just kind of scroll down or search, you know, important numbers. You'll find it come up there, or just say something. I'll repost it again. But make sure you get on those training calls. If you can't make it, or you know you miss it, you got some event going on, you're working, I know people are busy, there's always replays on the Legacy team, and we've got the link to add you on that too. So in addition to ours, we can add you on the uplines also, which will give you all those numbers. You need to make an order. I mean, if you're doing this business, if you're just a customer or something, I mean, that's fine. Just, you know, order when you need to. But if you're really serious about doing this business, you have to try the product. I mean, you're not required to. You could get 10 people that buy it, but, you know, the first time somebody asked me, it's like, hey, what are you taking? Well, I take the 1,500 drops. You know, I'm also taking the apple stem cell for my face. I do the pain creams, and especially after Monday night at the workout here, Karen pretty much had to put it all over my entire back, legs. I was hurting. But it's a temporary thing, you know, but the CBD comes in handy. So I use the different pain creams, the roll-on pain for muscles, joints. I mean, we got them both. We got the kind with the emu oil, the kind with the menthol. Be familiar with the different products. It helps if you use it. I can tell people how it works that way. I also use the weight loss products. I'm using the meal replacement, the shakes. You know, they have the natural flavor, which to me is kind of like vanilla, and then they have the chocolate. I use the chew-offs. That's kind of like a raspberry ketone type thing. You know, we have the Super 7. It's got the top 7 fruits like Asia berry and all that stuff in it. Super high potency. Gives you a little boost on that. I use the weight loss spray. You know, we do some sprays of that. That has the Garcinia cambogia in it. You know, so it's good to be familiar with all these different products. You know, I'm not going to try everything. Karen's tried some products. Oh, by the way, we both like the sleep spray really good. That just really helps us go to sleep quite a bit on that. Now, the other thing you need to do to build this business, you can't be a secret agent on this. People need to know where you're, you know, that you actually are in the business, or, you know, you're probably going to find out they signed up under somebody else, and it's like, here's your best friend, but you never told them. So don't be afraid. There's 2 ways to do it. You can prospect and you can market. And just real quick, the way that you prospect, you got to reach out to somebody. You reach out to them on the phone, face-to-face, message, or text. And what you're going to say on something like that, you know, and having a conversation, you know, I may just reach out to somebody I see following my post or liking them on Facebook, and I may say, hey, you know, I saw you like the post. You know, I just wanted to let you know that, you know, Karen and I are in the CBD business, and I don't know if it's a right fit for you or not, but I just wanted to reach out to you to see if it's something you're open to. If not, no big deal. And leave it at that. They'll tell you yes, no, whatever. Or say, maybe they'll say, well, I know somebody that's interested in it, or I just want products. Whatever it is, go with it. That's pretty much the way we do it. And then you can also do marketing, which comes down to blogging, Facebook Lives, things like that. This is what's going to build. This is kind of a passive way to do it. Like the prospecting, you're active. You're going out and you're asking them questions. So when you do the blogs, that's more of a long-term thing. Like I've got blogs, stuff that's pulling in from, you know, almost a year ago or 6 months. It's still bringing in these leads. People see my blog articles on Google, Now that's going to help so you don't have to prospect as much. So that'll be help you eliminate having to prospect. But when you're first starting out, you need to prospect. And this comes down to, you know, there's a book out there called Go for No. And Ray Higdon has like his own special version of that they did on this. But the way he used to be a top producer in one of the network marketing companies he was with, and he had 85% of the entire company was his downline. But the way he did it, he used the Go for No. Instead of saying, well, I got to get, you know, X amount of people signed up, he went for 20 no's a day, every single day. Now, that may seem extreme, but, I mean, how many of you can take rejection 20 times a day? And it's not really rejection. It just means not now, or no, it's, you know, I'm just not interested in it. It's nothing personal. It's just not where they're at. So that's if you're going to do it full time. I'd go out there and hit 20 a day. If you're really serious about the business, go for 20 no's. Maybe get one yes out of it. Maybe you don't get any yeses that day. Maybe you get 5. Who knows? But the bottom line is, once you hit those 20 no's, that's where you really want to be. Now, if you're doing it part-time, maybe you can only do half of that, like 10 no's a day. But really, you should be doing a minimum of 5 a day to really say you're doing this business. If you're not doing 5 a day, you're really not in the business. You know, because I asked some of these people, they're like, well, I tried that network marketing thing, and it didn't work for me. It's like, really? How many people did you talk to today? How many did you talk to last week? They don't have a number because they haven't. They talked to their brother-in-law or somebody that told them no, and they put one post out on Facebook and nobody signed up. But you really have to be doing that. If you can't do it every single day, pick like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever it is, pick a goal, set it, and hit it. And that brings us to another book. There's one called Eat the Frog, or maybe it's Eat the Frog First, but the premise of that book is you have a list of things and you prioritize them each day, and maybe you don't like prospecting. I don't. I hate it, you know. I mean, but I like it better now because I know that it helps me reach my end goal, and that's why I do a lot of blogging, so I don't have to prospect as much. But Eat the Frog First talks about you do the thing that you really don't want to do first. So if you don't want to prospect, the first thing I'll do, you know, let's say my goal is 5 no's for the day. I'll go out there and I'll knock those 5 no's out, you know, within the first hour of the morning. Now I got the rest of the day to do stuff, you know. Now I can work on my blog. I can work on, you know, setting up a Facebook page, making it prettier, a business Facebook page for my CBD. You know, you get a lot of these people that say, well, you know, I need to set up my autoresponder first. And it's like, you don't even have any people to talk to. What do you need an autoresponder for? You know, you got 20 people maybe. Go talk to them first. Just send them a regular email. You don't need an autoresponder. Don't spend money you don't have. Don't buy into all these marketing systems and all this stuff, you know, like that you got to pay money for, and, you know, these lead capture systems. You know, part of the problem with these lead capture, you have 406 people have to come before one actually fills out the information. A better way is to actually give them the information, then making something so compelling that they want to sign up. You'll end up with about 1 out of 8 instead of 1 out of 405. So get that information. You know, you want to get them into like a autoresponder once you got people. Like, you know, we're about 2,300 people, something like that, somewhere between 2,200, 2,300 right now. We're at the point where we need an autoresponder for some of this stuff. And speaking about that, how do I follow up with old people? Because the bottom, you know, the old people that didn't respond, not like old in age, but somebody that's signed up in your business, it's been a month or longer, they're just sitting there, they're not doing anything. Well, you can put out an email on this, and basically it's as simple. You say, I'm going to read it right off here so I don't screw it up. But you're going to type out an email. You're not going to have any links, text, video, no fancy stuff in it. It's just, I mean, you are going to have text. But you're not going to do all this stuff, or, you know, it's just going to say, a while back you expressed, you know, if you know their name, like say it's Joe, you say, hey Joe, just in the subject line, hey Joe, that's it. If you don't know their first name, just hey. The step of the headline of the email is actually to get them to open it up and read the email. So you put that in there, and then you just say, hey, a while back you expressed interest in our CBD products or business opportunity, and I see that you decided it wasn't for you, wasn't the right fit for you, and that's okay. I just wanted to let you know that Karen and I hit our first $100,000 in sales, and we were wondering if you know anyone who would be interested in making extra money if we showed them a step-by-step way how to do it. And it's that simple. If they don't respond, you don't just keep going after them. I mean, you will in other emails later, but you don't keep bugging them. You don't call them up on the phone, reach out to them. Just send that. And the people that do respond, some of them are going to say, hey, wait a minute, I'm interested in this. Or, wow, man, I signed up for this 6 months ago and I never heard from anybody. You know, yeah, I was interested. I forgot all about it. Or, you know, so do that. And that's really the main thing. The other thing is just really to stay focused. And I just want to look at this real quick, too, to make sure I didn't... Oh, one thing before I forget it. You know, you talk about people that say you should never put your links in things, or you should put your links. You know, the biggest mistakes I see on social media, people go out, they change their personal Facebook page to a cover photo of CTFO. Maybe they got a bottle of CBD oil for their picture. It's Facebook for a reason. People want to see your face. They don't want to see a bottle of CBD oil. You know, it just looks too salesy, and everything's like a pitch. You know, like boom, 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 boom. You got 100 posts, and it's all CTFO. Be normal on there, but build curiosity. Like I could do a post. Like the other day, I actually delivered some product. This lady signed up, elderly lady. She had a lot of pain going on. So we talked about some things. I got her the drops, and I got her some pain cream, or actually the roll-on the next day. But when I asked her, I said, hey, how did the 1,500 drops work? And she says, you know, it's the first time in years that I woke up and I didn't feel all the pains that I normally do. Now, she said, I still have some, you know, in my hands and my feet, but that's what we got the roll-on for on that. So that's something I could just post out there, like, hey, you know, I was really happy that I was able to help this lady out with our, you know, with this product that took away a bunch of her pain that she was having. And leave it at that. You don't say, hey, contact me now for more information, because it's like, oh, he's just putting it out there as a sales pitch. And I really did feel great about that, you know, because it's like, wow, you know, I'm really helping somebody, you know. Yeah, we're making money too, but it really is about doing the right thing for people, you know. And then I get them set up, show them how to do the auto ship, everything, where they can get the cheapest price, how they can buy in 3 packs if they really like something, save money. I'm not about just taking everybody's money. I want to get them the best price possible and do it the right way. You know, so you're not going to use links on your personal Facebook page. Now, where I do use links is on my blog. Because what happens, like, if you put all these links, CTFO links, all over your Facebook page, your friends are going to say, oh, let's go to Google. Google will tell me, well, what's a CTFO about? And then it pops up, and guess what? There's a bunch of articles by me, and they sign up under me instead of you. So what you want to do is get a discussion. That's the whole purpose of it. Get a discussion with them for your friends and stuff. But when you do blogs and things like that, that's where you want to put the links. So there's, you know, there's 2 camps usually. People say, oh, you never put a link in. Or people say, oh, yeah, you just link, boom, 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 everything. Spam all over your page, links, and it just doesn't work because everybody's doing it. So you got to be smart about this. Some of the stuff will go into deeper. Just wanted to hit the highlights today. One more thing I really want to focus on is these multiple MLMs. And I know this is going to rub some people the wrong way, but I really do not believe you can effectively do multiple MLMs at the same time. And by effectively, like, I'm talking people are making, you know, $250,000 a year in one and $250,000 in the other. I don't know of anybody. You know, I've looked at some of the other big trainers out there, like Ray Higdon. He recommends against it. You know, all these other Todd Falcone. He recommends against multiple MLMs. But you'll see people do that. They're promoting. I've seen people 18 different MLMs. Now think about it. People have X amount of dollars to spend. A lot of people that come in, they come in because they want to make some extra money, which means they're already hurting for money. So if somebody's got a budget, you know, maybe they got $50 a month or $47 a month to buy the product here. So they do that, but they don't have, you know, another $100 and some to spend in this skincare cream, or, you know, $3,000 in this water thing, or, you know, I mean, there's a lot of great MLMs out there. Pick one. If you only want to be a customer here, great, do it. I think people get really confused when you're posting this MLM, and then your next post is this one, and then your other one, and it's like, oh my God, what do I sign up? I got to sign up in 18 things. They have no idea which one you're promoting. And really, when you sign up under somebody, you know, the biggest thing I hear people say is, you know, before I joined CTFO, I really wish I would have researched who I signed up under. And that's a huge thing on it. Like I said, people have so much time and money. You need to be a focus leader. Do the one MLM. I understand if you already have something going and you're making money off it, I would keep that. You know, I'd still do my minimum product to keep that check coming in. You don't need to drop out of it. Karen and I still buy from other MLM companies because we love the products. Nothing wrong with buying products from other MLMs. I just don't think you can promote more than one. That's what gets people really confused. So that's all I have today. I know I was kind of fast on everything and trying to be short here, cutting it off about 20 minutes. So thanks, and we'll go more into detail on this. Be sure to post any questions you have, any other topics, and we'll get to it. Thanks.